time ago, in a deep emerald forest, where sunlight filtered through tall ancient trees, there lived a young lion named Zaro. He was strong, fearless, and proud of one thing above all. He always believed he was right. Whenever the animals gathered near the river to discuss matters of the forest, Zaro would roar his opinions loudly. If the deer suggested moving grazing grounds, Zaro would argue. If the monkeys proposed building safer tree paths, Zaro would dismiss them. Even when the wise old owl Orin gently advised patience, Zaro would interrupt. "I am the king of this forest," Zaro would declare, "and I know what is best." The animals began to avoid discussions. The fox stopped sharing clever ideas. The elephants remained silent. The birds whispered among themselves but never spoke openly. Slowly, unity in the forest began to fade. One summer, a terrible drought struck the land. The river began to shrink, water became scarce, tension rose among the animals. At an emergency gathering, the deer suggested digging small water holes near the dry riverbed. The beavers proposed building a mud barrier to preserve remaining water. But before anyone could finish, Zaro roared, "No! We will simply guard the river. No one will waste water." His decision created fear. Smaller animals were too frightened to approach the river. Fights broke out. The forest, once peaceful, became divided. That night, Orin the owl flew down to Zaro, who sat alone near the shrinking water. "Why do they not listen to me?" Zaro growled. Orin looked at him calmly. "They do not resist your strength, Zaro. They resist your stubbornness. I am right." Zaro snapped. The owl tilted his head. "Perhaps. But tell me, do you want to be right, or do you want the forest to survive?" Zaro fell silent. Orin continued. "Being right wins arguments. Being wise saves communities." Those words echoed in Zaro's heart. The next morning, something unexpected happened. Zaro gathered the animals, and for the first time, he did not roar. "I may not know everything," he said quietly. "Tell me your ideas." The forest froze in disbelief. The beavers explained their plan. The elephants offered to help dig deeper water holes with their strong trunks. The monkeys volunteered to gather fruits and share fairly. Even the smallest rabbits shared suggestions. This time, Zaro listened. Within days, small ponds were created. Water was preserved, food was distributed fairly, cooperation returned. The forest slowly began to heal. Zaro learned something far greater than dominance that season. He realized that leadership was not about proving others wrong. It was about protecting everyone. Months later, when the rains finally returned, the forest celebrated. The animals no longer feared meetings. They respected Zaro, not because he was loud, but because he had changed. One evening, as the sun painted the sky gold, Zaro sat beside Orin. "You were right," Zaro admitted. Orin smiled softly. "No, Zaro, you were wise." And from that day forward, whenever disagreements arose, Zaro would pause before speaking. He learned that wisdom is not about winning every debate. It is about knowing when to listen. Moral of the story: it is better to be wise than to be right. Wisdom builds unity while pride destroys it.